Hello, it's Miss Bailey from the library again. I'm here to talk to you right now about some of our new romance and realistic fiction titles. These are about relationships and family. The first one I want to talk to you about is called Love in English. This is by Andreu. This is the story of Anna, who's a poet and a lover of language. And she moves to New Jersey from Argentina. And the language barrier is something else. She is having trouble fitting in, and she just wants to go home. Then she meets Harrison. He's a very cute boy in her math class, and there's a lot of flirtatious activity. Then she also meets another boy, Neo, with her ESL group. Helping her to learn the English language, and her heart is torn. Which one does she like? But all she knows is that maybe it's not so bad being in New Jersey. So this is Love in English by Andreu. Also in our romance section is a book called Now That I've Found You. This is the story of Evie Jones, who is supposed to be Hollywood's next big star. And right before she's supposed to have her big breakout, she's being blacklisted because a friend has betrayed her. So she gets this idea to call on her grandmother, who she calls Gigi, who is a uber famous actress from back in the day. The only problem is her Gigi has been a recluse for the last 20 years. Just as she's about to do this big promo with her grandmother goes missing. So she hooks up with a guy named Milo, and they conduct a wild search all over New York to find her and maybe kind of fall in love in the process. So this one is called Now That I Found You by Kristina Forrest. The next one is called Trowbridge Road. This was actually in some magazines as being one of the best books for Teen Read Week. Summer of 1983, Junebug Jordan is going through a family crisis. Her father has passed away from AIDS. Her mom is basically drawing into herself and has become a germaphobe. So she is basically hungry all the time and left to her own devices. Well, she meets a new guy in the neighborhood named Ziggy, and the two of them form a fast friendship, even though they are completely different people. But it's a really great story called Trowbridge Road by Marcella Pixley. The next one is called The Other Wood by Pete Hautman. Pete Hautman has written a lot of young adult novels. Excellent writer. This one is, there's a saying, it starts with a saying, hatred combined with lies and secrets can break the world. This is the story of Zach. This is the story of Stewie, who his grandpa Zach is the one who used to say that. But Stewie and Ellie Rose, friends, spend countless afternoons in the woods near their home. And one day something like crazy happens. And this is all about finding out some secrets and other things going on, and the relationship between Stewie, his grandfather, and his friend Ellie Rose. The Other Wood by Pete Hautman. Next is You Don't Live Here by Robyn Schneider. In Southern California, nobody lives more than 30 miles from the fault line. One day, Sasha is standing right on top of one, and literally her world and she crumble right on the below her. She ends up having to, her mom passed away, her dad's gone, and she ends up moving in with grandparents that she doesn't really know. Everybody has this idea of who they want her to be, and she has to figure out who she wants to be by herself. And the final one is called Only Mostly Devastated. And this is a love story. They called it like a remake of Grease, only with two guys instead of a guy and a girl. But it's the story of Will and Ollie and their summer fling. And then Ollie ends up moving to where Will goes to school, and things are completely different. Only Mostly Devastated. If you are interested in these books or any others, come to the library and check them out.